Alright, I am back. And I've also calmed down a bit. I do want to test one thing out now that I calmed down a bit. Was it actually... Was it actually about that light? Because I think I need to reload a save anyway. Need to reload a save anyway to get Sturges down from wherever he was. Why don't you let me store that? That's I don't understand. This whole thing is very ugly as well. Well, let's see if I fix that or not. So let's I will give this one more go. But then I will just reload the save because if it doesn't work. So the idea is that this is giving me trouble here. This light. Just to make sure that's not the case. Well, doesn't seem so. It just doesn't work. Yeah. Okay. So it wasn't that. I wanted to check that because if it was that easy, then I could have just fixed it. But it's not. It's something more significant than that. Just some random location, probably. Alright, so let's load a save and see if we can get Sturges down. Okay, it seems that we did. Where is he now? Well, he's still up there. Okay. Well, let's go to main menu then. And not that one. Yeah, that's one. I might need to fast travel elsewhere. Wow. Amazing. Well, they probably saved him there, so the reloading doesn't help with that. Because I saved there. Because I saved to a spot where I can save to a spot where I can see Sturges. So the game saves Sturges up on that roof. Oh, now he's there. Okay. Don't have that much ammo. all this, do I really want to go and buy some ammunition? I don't know, I think I have
Everything
free,
looks good on my end.
free
You ready to see if this thing actually works?
yeah, sure.
Let's do this.
You sure? Okay. Your part is simple. Just step onto the platform. I'll start scanning for an Institute signal to lock onto. Then, I fire her up and we see what happens.
Alright.
Just get on the platform. I'll do the rest.
I can just be on my
Okay.
just
hold
be on my
real
armor here.
Still. I don't want any corruption of the molecular beam.
Yeah, probably
by
not.
the way, I figured this was a golden opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute and what they're up to.
Sure.
Now, this holotape's all set with a program that will scan their network and download anything it finds.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Yeah, we better hurry. And don't worry about that tubing wiggling around. It's, just there for decoration. Okay. Scanning for the Institute signal. Tracking RF. And... got it. Hold on to your butt.
Butts are being held. Butts are being held, and I'm just talking over this classical music just in case some YouTube decides to actually flag that for copyright. Okay, so it's still playing that music. Stop playing that music, please. Thank you. Level up. Okay. Interesting. I thought I would be running into some sort of trouble here right away. I have no idea what I would build. Hello there, Jacob. The sneak might be a good one, actually. But I'm not sure how well it actually works with my power armor now that I chose to use this. Wait. Blood holotape. Oh, right, I can put holotape in any system. Network scan. Okay. Checked. That was actually some hard work doing that scan. The Institute probably knows I'm here, so let's not fool ourselves that I was actually able to do this in secret. Hello, Pardon Garuda. Hello, Master Rats.
Hello.
Hello.
I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful.
Ah, this must be the old
I'm
man
known as Father. The Institute
Kellogg
is under
talked
my
about.
guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator.
Well, just like I was saying, the Institute does know that I'm here, so not really a clean coffee cup. Yeah.
I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
Big red button. Push it. Fine.
Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
What the hell? Why don't I believe this?
Sean? Is that really you?
Who are you?
Sean? Where is everyone?
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Sean? Are you okay? You're not hurt, are you?
What's going on? Father? Father!
Yeah, probably not scary at all for a little kid when someone marches in a power armor like this.
Sean, honey? What do you want me to do?
I don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here, help me!
Who is Father? Where is he?
Father? Father, help me! She's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
Am I okay at this point to pull out the minigun I don't actually have and just shoot him? Not that I would do that. But that's not Sean.
Father. That's your name? Your title?
Father is my unofficial title. It's what I've come to mean to the people of the Institute. Just as you are a parent to your son. To Sean.
I want answers, asshole. Now!
Under the circumstances, I will forgive your vulgarity. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been rewarded. It's good to finally meet you, after all this time. It's me. I am Sean. I am your son.
I didn't see that coming. I knew Sean was here. I knew Sean would be a lot older. But this guy being
Are you
Sean?
following?
This is annoying because I don't have any way to really it can be either ways. This guy
I
can
hope
be
you're
Sean.
not too overwhelmed.
This guy can be Sean, or then he's not.
How is that even possible?
I know this is a lot to take in. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the son you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality. And here I am, raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
But why? Why take a child? Why take you?
Ah, now that's the question, isn't it? Why me? At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
One thing I don't understand is the one thing I really want to find out is why Kellogg said at least we'll have a backup. When they took the baby, when they took Sean, at least we have a backup, Eliana. Why?
So the weird science experiments needed specimens. That's why they took you?
In a manner of speaking, yes. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland Radiation affected everyone, even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above. Members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me, after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
Well, that kinda makes sense. But it still doesn't make sense why they... Well, I guess it does. I mean, why they took the baby? There were many other vaults. Maybe the baby gave them the best chance. Because the baby couldn't say no.
60 years. So much time. Wasted.
I know.
What? That's the end of discussion? What?
What's going on here?
Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father.
What?
Welcome to the Institute.
What just happened? What? So... what? I need to go through all that again?
This really is a matter of...
Father. That's your
for
name?
Father.
Fuck's sake.
I want answers.
Under the but I need... You have traveled very far. And so it's good to... I am.
Oh, hello.
How is that even...
I know this in the vault, but then you learn that you're... Is it really so hard to... And here I am.
Huh. But why? Why take it?
No. At that time, scientific... So they
It's even showing me that I've taken these options.
So the weird science...
In a manner of speaking. The Institute, plenty of that, even in their attempts to But then, I was I am...
60 years.
So this ends it?
So much time. Wasted.
I know. I know you must have questions. Please. Anything I can do to help you understand.
Okay. Actually got through. Okay.
Kellogg. He worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done. What kind of man he was.
Wait. Was Kellogg a synth as well? Because he didn't age 60 years.
This really is a matter of importance.
Kellogg was... Let's just say he was more complex than you might think.
After what he's done, I'm surprised to hear you say that. The Institute took advantage of Kellogg's vicious nature. I will freely admit that. Institute technology prolonged his life, and his usefulness far beyond any normal human lifespan. He never failed.
Okay, well that kind of... He kind of gives the explanation there.
With every completed objective. I won't lie. It's no coincidence your path crossed his. It seemed a fitting way to allow you, us, to have some amount of revenge. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Your father. He never got to see you grow up.
Yes. What happened to him was... I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It seems what happened to him was an unfortunate bit of collateral damage. For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. I accepted my situation, and that was that. With old age comes regret. And asking what if more often. But what matters now is that you and I have a chance to begin again. What else can I say to ease your mind?
So, you're in charge of the Institute?
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades working to reach this point. It's a responsibility I take very seriously. The Institute. It's important. It really is humanity's best hope for the future, no matter what those above ground might think of us.
But, Director? Why you?
I was the most qualified for the position, obviously. I've lived my life within these walls, dedicated to science like every other member of the Institute. My hard work has paid off. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard, I know I can convince you of that. Just give me time. I know there's more for us to discuss. But the Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. Your presence would be appreciated as we approach them. I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of the Institute. And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue you? Isn't that what you want?
You want me to stay here in the Institute?
Yes, that is what I propose. Is it so hard to imagine? The Institute can provide a better life than anything above ground. You've been in the Commonwealth. You've seen what it's like. I assure you that you are better off with us.
How can you say that? How can you be so dismissive of all those people? Everything they've done?
Because it is the simple truth. And I believe you know it too. I simply ask that you give the Institute, me, a chance. A chance to show you what I've been telling you. We really do have humanity's best interest at heart. Will you take that chance?
Are you sure you want this?
Yes, I am. It would benefit us both to work together.
The thing is there is no way for me to get any proof that this man actually is Eliana's son. Then what else I am thinking about is that because I knew that Sean was here, and the whole time pretty much had an idea that he's actually a grown man. But the fact is that he's this kind of a scientific person and actually their leader. This really took me by surprise, and that makes this kind of an interesting.
This really is a matter of importance.
Interesting, how kind of hard decision. How would you actually do this?
I just don't know.
Just give it time. Give the Institute a chance. The Institute is now your home, as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get to know it. Meet the people you'll be working with. You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in Facilities, Dr. Ayo in SRB, and Dr. Holdren in Bioscience. And finally, Dr. Lee in Advanced Systems. They've all been notified of your arrival, of course. Meet them, and then we'll discuss what comes next.
Okay. Yeah, that mid discussion break there was kind of a. So, but yeah, I was. This is. I kinda like this how they did this, because I was expecting the situation where Sean is kind of Sean is the enemy, like in a way he is now, but because he is so calm and friendly and invites me in, it makes it actually pretty hard. If he was aggressive and if he just was a kind of a more of a normal enemy, kind of shooting my face as soon as he sees me, it would make things a whole lot easier. So like this, it is interesting. Let's see what we can find out by talking to
This a clean floor.
talking to
Are your
people.
visual receptors malfunctioning? Can you not see the grime and dust?
Did you did he just recognize that
Don't make
voice acting?
excuses. You're clearly defective, and I intend to report this. Perhaps after you've been disassembled, we can use your components to make something that's actually useful.
That sounded exactly like exactly like the Skyrim voice actor. Some call these treasures. Some call this junk. I call them treasures.
There's a lot of hubris around here lately, and I don't care for it.
Yeah, that's him.
Excuse me, Doctor.
You know what?
Right.
If you're looking for my mom or dad, they're probably still working.
Okay.
Welcome to the Institute, ma'am.
Hi.
It's an honor to meet you, ma'am. Just a routine patrol, ma'am.
Not sure which floor I'm supposed to be in. Am I just going in circles here?
Sometimes Quentin is really mean to me, but my mom says I have to be nice anyway.
No visible reaction to the K-14 compound. We'll start the next trial then. The dosage will be much larger.
It's an honor to have you
Side
here,
effects
ma'am.
will likely be more pronounced.
Will there be any pain?
I honestly don't know. I suppose.
Well, there's someone.
Almost done. Just need to tighten up this primary drive servo.
That's the third primary drive breakdown this month. As far as I'm concerned, the phase-out on these older models can't come soon enough.
Oh, I don't know. Most of them have lasted long past their projected lifespans. If you ask me, they were built pretty well.
I can't argue with that. Even so, I'm ready to see the full Gen 3 roll out.
There we go.
It must make
All
you
set.
proud to see
Unit,
all
you can
that
return to
Father has
duty.
done. All that he has built.
Thanks again.
Of course.
So much
We
talk
don't
in this
usually
place.
welcome outsiders. I hope you can appreciate your good fortune.
Hi, Doc.
They weren't kidding. You really are here. Well, all right. I'm Allie Fillmore. You can think of me as the Institute's chief engineer. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much, I think most people would have just given up. If you don't mind my asking, what was it that kept you going all that time?
What makes you ask? I'm a complete stranger to you.
I suppose when I heard your story, well, I felt sorry for you. You've suffered more tragedy than any one person deserves. Your whole world is gone. I'm sorry. I know that was a very personal question. Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the Facilities Division, and then I'll answer any questions you might have afterward. As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place like this. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water and provides power to the laboratories and quarters. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments, but it's at least as important. So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on board?
On board with what?
The Institute, of course. Sean implied you operated on a level, if not equal, then at least similar to the rest of us. Curious. If there's anything else you'd like to know about the Facilities Division, I'm happy to discuss it.
Who built this place, originally? Has it been here long?
The construction of the Institute is the work of generations of scientists. The original survivors of the war, our progenitors, took refuge in the basement of the old Commonwealth Institute of Technology. Over time, their sons and daughters dug deeper into the earth and built increasingly sophisticated habitats and laboratories. It's a process that's still going on today. Even now, we're digging out tunnels for new facilities and infrastructure. Just think what this place will look like 100 years from now. I hope I'm there to see it.
Robotics, bioscience. I really would like to leave this power armor somewhere, but I don't know. I have no idea where to drop this.
Have you had time to examine my latest reports on batch 274?
Not yet. I've been reviewing Father's plans to expand our operations in Warwick. He's eager to get that going, so I've had to put everything else to one side.
I wonder how the Warwick family is doing. Young Wally must be close to 10 years old by now. It's remarkable that any child can survive for so long up there, don't you think?
I try not to think too much about it. We have more than enough to occupy ourselves here. Those people are the last remnants of a dying past. It's best not to dwell on the subject.
They're still people, and they're suffering. We can at least admit that it's regrettable. After all, how can we hope to redefine mankind if we can't even hold on to our own humanity?
Well, that's a question best left to our colleagues in the robotics division.
Yes, well... I suppose you're right.
I found that comment pretty funny. How can we save humanity if we can't hold on to our own humanity? Well, that's a question to the robotics department. Like, what? Funny.
The latest synth generation is just amazing. Those guys in robotics are working miracles.
Doctor?
Welcome. So good to have you here. Dr. Clayton Holdren, head of the Bioscience Division. I can't wait for you to see the work we're doing. It's truly amazing.
Is that so?
Like what?
I was just about to explain that. As the name implies, the Bioscience Division specializes in fields of study such as botany, genetics, and medicine. Our most important directive is to ensure the health and well-being of everyone in the Institute. To that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds of flora for use in food and medicine. We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life. You probably saw the gorillas. They're really just a pet project at this point, but the potential is exciting nonetheless.
The gorillas are synths too?
They are indeed. Judging by your reaction, we've done a good job making them seem lifelike. The initiative is still in its early stages, but the prospects are very exciting. I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time as it is, but I have to ask, have you decided whether you'll join us?
They had Virgil working here? Virgil is a super mutant. Like, I'm really confused about this. I want to...
It's all right. No hurry.
I'm not sure. Right now I'm just trying to keep an open mind.
It's a big decision, I know. But it's also a rare and important opportunity. No need to rush to judgment. In any case, I imagine you'll want to continue looking around. Or, if you prefer, I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.
You mentioned medical care? I might need that from time to time.
In that case, you'll want to introduce yourself to Dr. Dean Volkert. He's our top biologist, and also serves as the Institute's resident physician. Dr. Volkert works in the infirmary. Just pay him a visit whenever you need to. You won't find better medical care anywhere else in the Commonwealth. I'll promise you that.
This place is not creepy at all. Okay. I have some sort of terminal I can access. Okay, so I already took the scanner. No. Now that our guest of honor is here, I want to remind everyone to be polite, accommodating and welcoming. It's not often we receive visitors from the service, and this occasion is more special than most. I know I can count on all of you to extend a hand of friendship and greet our visitor with utmost hospitality. Let's embrace this exciting event and make the best first impression we possibly can. I don't know, maybe they are trying too hard or something. Maybe they are trying a little bit too hard. Corsair uniform. Yeah, let's take that. Black lab coats. Sure. Let's take some of these. I have no idea how where I can use those. Why is this place not so clean? Some older parts. Why it's blocked off? Now things are getting interesting, but of course there's no way for me to get through there. This that's what I would do. I would move these away from the door, and maybe with the power armor just force that door open and see what's on the other side. That would be way more interesting than anything they have here. Fev Lab entry terminal. Kinda would have to go
Security's
there.
too tight.
Dr. Holdren's synth gorilla project is showing promising results.
Hey.
You're here. Glad you made it.
Hello Sonic, hello Hopsinka. Why is there a rusty lock? I am big locking with the screwdriver here in the Institute.
Nice.
Well, anyway. Now we are talking. Now we are talking. An old part of the Institute.